Hi everyone, welcome back to the engineering video website. This video is going to focus primarily on the courses that you will take as a first-year undergraduate student in your first and second semester. So if you're in the engineering science program like I am, you will take 6 courses both your first and second semester. In your first semester, you will take Praxis 1, Calculus 1, Classical Mechanics, Structures and Materials, Engineering Mathematics and Computation, and either an Introduction to Computer Programming or a Computer Algorithms course based on your experience with programming from previous years. And so I'm sure that sounds a bit scary and a bit intimidating, but don't worry, most of it is just a review from high school. And then in your second semester, you get to move on to some cooler, newer things, and you will take Praxis 2, Calculus 2, Linear Algebra, Systems Biology, Electrical Circuits, and if you took the Introduction to Computer Programming course first semester, you now take the Algorithm course, and if you took the Algorithm course first semester, you now have a free elective. And so I'm sure as I was saying the names of some of those courses, 2 of them stuck out. And I'm sure you're thinking, what is Praxis 1, what is Praxis 2? And believe me, I was also thinking the same thing. And this course is kind of notorious. It's sort of an inside joke amongst engineers to ask each other, what is Praxis? Because we like to joke around that nobody really knows what it is. The best way for me to describe Praxis is it's the practical, hands-on experience and application of everything you learn as an engineering student. So in a lot of your other courses, you're learning things like the fundamental theorem of calculus and classical mechanics, for example, but then with Praxis, you actually get to integrate those things into engineering design solutions. Praxis is a course where you are given a problem, or you have to come up with a problem, and then you have to develop a solution for that problem based on things like constraints, criteria, requirements, objectives, stakeholders, and I'm sure that might sound a little intimidating right now, but it will all make sense when you come to engineering. And so a lot of people find that Praxis is either a course that you love or that you hate. And as you know from my bio, I actually really like Praxis. A lot of people find the thing that makes Praxis sort of difficult to enjoy or something that you really love is that it doesn't really give you a hard answer as to what the best solution is. For example, for some students they find that coming up with a solution that fits all of the given requirements much more difficult than integrating a really tough problem, but a lot of other students also find coming up with a solution to be much more interesting than, say, solving a physics problem. And that's sort of where the line is drawn as to whether you will like or dislike Praxis. And so as I mentioned earlier, the other courses that you will take will primarily be calculus, physics, computer programming, and some abstract math courses. And depending on which program you're in, you will probably take a bio course, an electrical circuits course, some seminar courses, and others. And it's really important to know that the first 2 years are really the fundamentals of engineering. So there's a lot of interdisciplinary classes that you take. For example, even though I'm completely uninterested in civil engineering, I still took a structures and materials class. And while this may not seem like that much fun if you don't like the class, it's actually really helpful because you find out what you really like and what you don't like, not just based on what was easy in high school and what you think you wanted to do in high school, but you really get the idea of what you actually want to do for the rest of your life. And so now I hope I've cleared up some of the questions that I'm sure you had about the courses you will take. So check back to the website soon, and I hope I answer even more of the questions I'm sure you have about engineering at the University of Toronto.